asking. Guest number two at the bottom center.
Hey now, today I am Miss Loyalty, aka Robbie Thomas. Miss Loyalty.
Hey, Miss Loyalty. All right, so you got Miss Diva, you got Lady Info, and you got Miss Loyalty. Hey, Raw, Truth, and Uncut. What's going on?
Hey,
Scorpio
so
Stings. Hey,
Hey Berdia. Hey Sister Girl.
how's everyone doing tonight? We are all totally different time zones, right? It's what 7:54 my time. What time is it for you, Miss Diva?
I have the same time. I'm on the East Coast right now,
Okay.
7:54.
Yeah, I have 454.
Okay. So two Easterns, one Pacific. Lysander, what's up?
What we say? Hey girl.
Not hey girl. Hey girl, hey.
Y'all know me.
Hey
Hey, Diva.
Diva. All right. So as you guys can see, here's our topic for tonight. Keeping secrets in a marriage. Um
It's gonna be
that's been trending a lot late.
Hello.
I think this one is a good one because with people growing up in this new generation, they have been taught some things, and this just gives them an idea. It shows them what could happen, what could not happen, if it's, and they have different outlooks to know if it's good or bad. So this topic goes a long way. What happened to this? Did she go bye bye? She's still there, or did she drop?
So our hosting,
Lee, there's a story that well, we know about it marriage.
Your phone cut out. You just came back in.
you still with us? Okay.
I
So
think.
I'm not sure what's going on with just the facts, but I'm not sure if you guys know about the story going on with the Rashonda and the pastor. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. It's going to be a live reaction because we have not seen the video. So we waiting on just the facts because she has the video.
Yeah, her Wi-Fi, her router keep resetting. We're going out.
Raw Truth wants to know, is that Robbie speaking? Yes, that is Robbie.
Yes, love. This is I'm Miss Loyalty because we got something to talk about when we talk about that loyalty stuff. We got a whole nother dimension to go to on that one, Raw Truth. How are you tonight?
We lost our host.
Hey, Gloria.
Our
Well,
gracious
let's ask
host,
him a
where are
question.
you?
Let's ask him a question. Do y'all think it's good to keep secrets in a marriage? What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about that?
Hey, Sandra.
Hey.
So if you think it's good keeping secrets in a marriage, put one in the chat. If you think it's not good, put two in the chat. Hey, Lisa.
I haven't seen Elisa in a long time to know. Sandra said no. Sherry said no. Lysandra said no. Cynthia said no.
Simone said no. Elisa said absolutely not.
Diva said no.
So, in order to have a thriving relationship, what are the 5 C's that you think that will keep your relationship going? The
Uh,
5 C's of a relationship.
okay, I think that's a tricky one. You asking them, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's a,
5 C's. Caring.
no, the 5 C's. You said caring.
Yeah. What the
No
five?
seeds, like the seeds that you plant in
Number
your
one.
Oh,
garden.
the
Number one.
5
Everybody should
C's.
get the 5 C's. Everybody should get number one.
Love.
Trust.
C's. C's. C's.
Oh, it got to be a C.
The letter
Yeah.
C. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
communicate.
she was
That's a good
saying
one,
C.
Elisa.
Okay, communication.
Okay. That's one.
Uh,
Cash, consistent communication. Communication comment.
What about chemistry?
Hmm.
yes.
I like that. Hi, Hercules.
Chemistry, commitment, communication, common goals, consensus,
Compassion. Yeah.
consensus. Them are the 5 C's of 5 C's of having a thriving relationship.
Hmm.
Without communication, you have nothing.
I thought you.
Without commitment, you have nothing. Without the, there she go. Okay. Chemistry is definitely a plus. So we got our host back again, so we can get this started.
How,
Again, this is a reaction video because we have not seen it.
how many of you guys follow Ray Chandra and La Chandra on TikTok and know about their story? Or if it has something to do with the marriage girlfriend secrets or sacred. Does anyone follow that story? Ray Chandra and La Chandra? Well, if you don't, I'm going to introduce you guys to it tonight. They are a popular TikTok couple that's going through a divorce right now. And they're going through a divorce because one of them held a secret. I'll let you guys see what the secret is, but I'm going to introduce you guys to this story tonight. Um, they're Ray Chandra and La Chandra. So Ray Chandra, they're married. Ray Chandra went live on TikTok and she told a whole lot of stuff about Ray Chandra. So I'm not gonna put my opinions on it. We're gonna watch the video and then we're going to discuss it. So let me put part one.
Under the guise, oh, I'm so sick to my stomach. Using Jesus, the church, we're starting at the top. Okay.
You went out again.
Do you hear what I said? August 30th. No, I'm not.
Okay, wait a minute. Did that cut out for everybody?
Yeah, it cut out.
It cut out. Okay, let me start it over. don't know what's going on with the networks over here today. Okay, let's try this again.
Oh, I'm so sick to my stomach. Using Jesus, the church, we're starting at the top. Okay? We're starting at the top. I need y'all to take notes and write it down. Number one, August 30th. I need you to write that down. Okay? August 30th, I'm backing out of the driveway, me and Jayla. Jayla says, Mama, what's that on the front door? I said, I don't know. We get out, go get it off the door. It's a fucking eviction notice on my front door. August 30th. Do you hear what I said? August 30th. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not lying. I call LaShondra and I say, what the fuck is this on the door? She said, I don't know. It must be a mistake. No, we didn't buy this house. This house is rented. Okay? The house is rented by a black couple and they follow us on social media. So how fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay? She says, I don't know. It must be a mistake. Listen, same day, we're leaving. I got two gigs. I got 2 gigs in Atlanta that I got to go to. Labor Day weekend, right? My stomach is killing me.
Okay, so that's ending part one of the video. So who can tell me what's going on? What is the secret? Can you figure out what the secret that was being held in this marriage? So far, you may not be able to tell in part one. Can anyone guess what the secret is?
That was me hitting the buzzer, but I'm not gonna tell.
Okay. Yep. Finances.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. What was on the door? They was getting evicted from the house, and she didn't know that they were getting evicted. So that tells you what? Somebody wasn't telling the truth. Somebody wasn't telling the truth.
Somebody was spending their money in the wrong places.
Mhm. All right, so let's look at part 2.
Before we get into part 2, do
Okay.
anybody know how they met?
Yeah.
Do anybody know how they met?
Mm-mm. She said it on there, sis?
I believe that okay, Queen Dreeg said, I don't know how they met. No.
Yeah, a lot of people not familiar with this saga. But it is another saga.
Okay, we'll keep on going. We'll
Okay.
keep on going.
Let's see we can get some more clues. Okay, wait.
I send her my half. She's supposed to pay the bills. Okay? September 5th. I say, have you talked to the people? What is this eviction notice about? She says, I haven't heard from them. Okay? September 5th. September 6th, I get up and get dressed and go to the rental office. I go to Remax office. Okay? So I send LaShondra the funds on August 15th. I pay my boutique rent on the 1st. I pay my house rent on the 15th, plus late fees. Okay. I sent LaShondra my money August 15th. Okay. Not only did she not go online and make the payment, she waited until August 21st to take them a check. August 21st, August 24th, the check bounced. This is the third NSF charge. Okay. Third NSF. This is me, September 6th, sitting across from this man in the rental office telling me this. Okay. I'm in tears. Why? Because y'all already know my story. I've already been homeless. How am I homeless with money in the bank? Listen, this is September 6th. Okay. That I had to pay $2,000 rent and 2 court costs because this was not the first time that they had filed eviction on us. This was not the first time. This is the first time I caught it, but this wasn't the first time. April or May, there was another NSF, right? Listen to me. The man texted me at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, September 6th, and said, unfortunately, the $2,700 that you just gave us, the owners still want to move forward with eviction. Unless you all are out the house by September 30th, it's going on your credit report.
Okay, that's a little bit more information. So we have a married couple. They've been married for 6 years. One of the wives, one of the wives was responsible for paying the rent, while the other wife gave her the money to pay the rent. Apparently, the rent wasn't paid. Diva, Loyalty, you guys want to add anything?
So everybody know that LaShondra is a minister. So we're not sure really how they met, allegedly, the DM or at church, because LaShondra is a minister.
Now, this is one sided, so we're not going to judge, but this is Ray Shonda that we're looking at. And so far, we've only heard Ray Shonda's side of the story. I didn't judge in this case, much like the other case that we're all familiar with. I haven't formed an opinion yet about who's right and who's wrong, because I need to hear more. I need to hear more. I need to hear what LaShondra has to say, because it doesn't make sense to me that you've been married for 6 years and you don't know where the money is going. You don't know that the rent is not getting paid. She has a boutique, so you're not that booked and busy to not know. If it comes down to an eviction notice, it's been going on for some time, and the landlord, apparently, she said she paid the $2,700, but the landlord is like, you got to go regardless. You still got to go by September the 30th. I want you out. Period. Point blank. So I still haven't formed an opinion about it yet, because I need more. I need to hear more about it. Now, I did form an opinion in the saga that we're all familiar with because I took time and I dissected everything. I went through the videos, I went through the lives, and then I formed my opinion. But this one, I don't know enough yet to form an opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we can't form an opinion by one sided, just listening to one side. We need both sides. Um, so I will hold my opinion till we do a little bit more research on it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, most people they married and both of them are females. But of course, most people are gonna go with the female, and that's just like the saga that we all been listening to. Everybody sided with the female. So right now, until I can get the other side, I can't really form an opinion or who's right and who's wrong.
I,
Yep.
But it's a
Yep.
shame because she has four kids and Lashandra has one. So that's five kids that's getting ready to be evicted and be put in the streets.
but you know what I would say? I would say that she's playing the blame game. In her, like you were saying, there is no way that you are supposed to, be this nobody, no woman, no man in a relationship. No one is supposed to be this blind. You're supposed to trust and give, whatever to, but you still have to make it at least a checkup so they don't do this.
I
Maybe
think
they forgot a checkpoint or something. Maybe they forgot or something. Not this, but I'm just saying you got to work together because people forget to pay bills, I guess.
okay, so Queen Dree said that, she was able to pay her rent when she got an eviction notice. I'm thinking that the reason for this is because they are always late on the rent. So at this point, he's like, no, I need whoever house it is like, no, I need a serious tenant in there that's going to pay their rent on time.
And they
Because
did it
you know,
before.
if you don't pay your rent, keep in mind that person still has a mortgage. So if the mortgage is not paid, that's going on the person that owns the house credit, not the tenants. So I can get why he would or she would want them out of the house. Now, getting to raw truth, she said that the other wife, is secretly in a relationship with a man. Wait till you see the other one, and then you tell me if you still believe that. So we're not gonna say that yet, but I
Alicia
need
said she can't. They can't hear us.
huh?
Alicia said they can't hear us. Nobody can hear us right now.
Oh, she must have left again. She said it was her phone.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not her phone.
So,
Somebody else said it too.
oh, okay. Going back to, she said she can hear. Going
Okay.
back to raw truth. Once we continue with the video, you tell me if you still feel that same way, that you believe that the other wife is cheating. I'm done. All right. We moving on to
To
part
know
three.
so bad, so that's why we all here, right? Speaking of credit report, on the way to Atlanta, as you all seen in my videos, on the way to Atlanta, she tells me, oh, by the way, I have defaulted on the loan that you co-signed on in 2021. Okay. I said, excuse me, you mean the loan that you gaslit me into signing for? Because I don't co-sign for bitches. I don't co-sign for nobody. My children either.
Mm.
I said, so when the last time you made a payment on the loan, LaShandra? She said May, June. It's fucking September. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. You heard what he said. He said, we got to move out and the water and sewer bill is more than 90 days past due. So I shut down, right? I'm not talking. I ain't talked to her for 2 days. I still ain't talked to her. So Friday, because y'all need to write these dates down. Friday, September 8th, I'm packing to leave for New York Fashion Week. So, I'm packing for New York Fashion Week, and she is talking about, I don't want to go another day with you mad at me and we not talking. I said, LaShondra, my mama gambled away my money and I ended up homeless, okay? Living in Louisville, Kentucky. And I didn't speak to my mama for over a year. You want me to speak to you after 48 hours, less than 48 hours of finding out that we getting evicted? Are you dumb? I'm not talking to you. So she then, when I said, LaShondra, I don't want to talk to you because I'm going to say something that I may regret. Don't you know that LaShondra then leapt her ass over into my face, nose to nose, talking about you gonna talk to me in my face. You gonna get buck at me because I'm mad at you? Do you want to die? Okay? Do you want to die? She's like, I'm gonna leave before you. I'm gonna leave because you're talking out of anger. I said, no, I'm not talking out of anger. I will put my hands on you. Okay? So that was September 8th. That's the last time that I seen LaShondra face to face. Because not only have you triggered me by now making me homeless again, now you're jumping in my face like my ex-husband. Now I'm going to have to put you in the ground. Do you understand what I'm saying? So here we are. I leave. I go to New York. I enjoy New York. I'm on my way back. I'm on my way back from the airport, and her mom calls, trying to figure out what's going on. But the one thing that her mom said to me that shut my whole spirit down, she said to me, Rashonda, everybody lies. She says, everybody lies.
Okay.
Ooh,
A little bit more coming out. What are we thinking?
I got a mouthful, but I'm gonna let them say something.
Okay.
Ooh,
Does anyone want to come up?
How you
And
feel about the mama saying everybody lies?
Cynthia said, "But how do you? But how you don't know that?" I'm sure she was talking about the finances and stuff. Right. Well, seems like she would have monitored the finances and bills herself as well after being homeless. That's what Alyssa said. Right. Especially monitoring finances that her name was attached to, because she said about she co-signed.
But keep in mind, if you're married to somebody, you want to trust that they will do the right thing. So monitoring the finances, I don't really, unless you're talking about monitoring the finances that we have together, because everybody, well, I'm gonna say me. I got a separate account from my
Mm,
husband, and he has no way to get into that account unless he has a debit card that I have. But if he want money, I give him the debit card. But as far as knowing how much I have in that account, he doesn't know how much I have in that account. Now, if he asks me to look at it, I will give it to him. But as far as the finances, he handles all the finances. Now, what I do, I always go check Credit Karma. because he
Mm.
pays all the bills. So there's no reason for me to look at the finances because he pays all the bills. I just do all the trips and things for the house if we need something for the house. But we have a conversation. Hey, the mortgage is paid. Yes, the mortgage is paid. The car note's paid. Yeah, the car note's paid. The water bill paid.
Exactly.
This. So he has it where it's electronically goes to everything. So I don't have to worry about that. But I do check the mail. I'm the one to check the mail. I'm the one that open up all the um, everything that comes in the mail.
So
So
that's your check system, sis.
so with
Hey,
that
hey, Tammy.
with that being said, I can understand that she's not checking the finances.
Right. But you know what? That's your checkpoint because you check your bills, you get your bills. But her, she was already homeless. Her mom gambled off her money. She's only been married for 6 years. She had to co-sign, so obviously their finances or they wasn't responsible with their finances. They're renting a house. You know what I mean? So those are all the light bulbs and red flags for her to have been checking.
Okay, but think about it this way. She's married to a pastor. We always want to believe that, although we know that our pastors
Mm.
are loyal and they're going to do the right thing because they speak on it. So I mean, it's a give and take. If it was a boyfriend, then yeah, we gonna have some monitoring of everything. I want to sit down. I want to talk to you. But a husband, 6 years. Once you hit the fifth year, I think you should be able to trust your husband enough. You should be able to. I'm just saying. I
They
mean,
say, honey,
everybody husband is not like my husband. I'm sorry,
exactly. You got a good honey bump.
but
It's hard to find. You know it's hard to find that in the nowadays because of all the stuff that goes on. It ain't the same. The men.
okay. So I get it, Cynthia. She should check it because she had to co-sign. I get that. I kind of get that because I think when my name is on, when we have everything together in the beginning of our marriage, when my name was on everything with his name, I was the one that was paying everything. But I said, okay, now you see how I do things. So I taught him how to do everything and I turned it over to him because I said, I want you to be the man of the house. And the only reason I was doing everything because my husband was military, so he was always gone. So once he came back and we were stable and I didn't have to worry about him going across seas or going anywhere, I was like, okay, this is what we have. This is how I pay this. So once we stopped writing checks, he went online and he put everything in the system and everything just come out automatically. So for a little while, I was like, hey, did you pay this? Did you pay that? Did you pay this? Did you pay that? And he was like, I got you. I would never do anything to harm my family. So once he reassured me that he really had me, then I stopped dealing with it. I was like, okay. And I never got a late bill. I never got an eviction notice. I never got anything. You know, I never had to worry about it. So that's probably why I feel that way because it did take me a little bit time to make sure that he had everything down pat. I couldn't even tell you how much I have in the bank account that has his name on it. I know it's money there, but I don't worry about that because I have another bank account that even if he was to take all of that money and run away with it, I still got this money that he can't touch. So, and he tells me every month, hey, we got this much in the bank account. So I don't ask, I let him tell me. So I mean, I guess everybody's different. And maybe because we was brought up, we kind of raised each other together because we got married early and then we kind of raised each other. So I'm assuming that's how we ended up the way we are. So that's how it is. But again, you do have some good ones out there and you do have some bad ones out there. So I kind of get it a little bit. All right, I'm done. You want to keep going?
Yep. Let's move on to part 4 and see what else we can learn.
Because your fucked up credit, and now you done brought my credit down. Because you just told me that you defaulted on the loan that I co-signed on. So of course it's not going to get approved. Okay? Listen, I don't know where it is. So here we go. So then I call my best friend, right? I said, best friend, this is what is going on. Okay? She says to me, well, friend, let me tell you, do you know that LaShondra borrowed $1,000 from me and my wife? What? I said, when? When did she borrow $1,000 from my best friend? She said, about a month before y'all got married. She said that y'all needed money for finish paying for your dress and some other stuff. I said, my daddy bought my dress. I was on say yes to the dress. Okay? You think they gonna let me walk out of Kleinfeld owing them? Huh? They said they thought I knew. They didn't know that I didn't know that she borrowed money from my friends.
You did. You just thought it was a gift.
Yes, she told me that they gifted us $1,000. She did not say that she borrowed $1,000 from my friend. It took her a year and a half to pay them back. And they see us out here living our lives and feeling some type of way because my wife owes them money and I don't know it. Okay? So now I'm livid. Now I'm livid. I say, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down. Okay? The next day I get up, I go to the boutique. I'm talking to my friend Ashley at the boutique. I'm telling her, bitch, I'm about to be homeless again. And all the other shit that I found out. And you know what she says to me? She says, well, friend. I said, well, friend, what? LaShondra owes me money from June. I say, what? She said she owes me money from June. I said, for what? She says, when her bishop came down, they stayed at the Airbnb upstairs above the boutique. And I haven't been paid. Okay? So then I get on the phone and I call LaShondra's bishop and I say, hey, my friend Ashley says her and her husband hasn't been paid from the Airbnb stay when y'all came down. She said, let me send you the screenshot. She hung the phone up. She hung the phone up and sent me the screenshot. They sent LaShondra that money June 26th. Okay? June 26th. So if you sent the money June 26th, then why hasn't my friend Ashley been paid for the Airbnb stay? Where's the fucking money? Okay? Every time I talk to somebody, she owes them money. Okay? My brother has been cash apping LaShondra his rent for the past 12 months because he lives on that property. I said, what, Morris? He said, yeah, for the past year. So y'all tell me, do y'all think that LaShondra is going to go to the ATM machine or anywhere and withdraw that money, get a money order, and run it through the system? because she can't run it through as herself because she works there. But it's the fact that you're accepting federal money through your personal cash app. LaShondra hates Jayla. I found out she talked so bad about my child that it brought tears to my eyes. Telling her that she needs to grow up. She don't need to be asking me for money. My child. My child. Meanwhile, your mom co-signed for your car and you're 46, 47. So how can you, yes, talk dirt bad about Jayla? Call her nasty, call her all kind of stuff. My baby.
Okay. We uncovered two more secrets
Mm, mm,
at
mm.
least.
Ooh, I think maybe 3 or 4.
What's going on?
What? What the money? Where's the money?
That's what everyone wants to know. What
Ain't no,
were you doing with the money,
ain't no bill.
LaShondra?
Look, ain't no bills getting paid. Ain't got nothing to show for it. But you're getting money from everybody. Where's the money?
Show me the money. So
Mm.
she's
So
borrowing from everyone.
right. So let me ask you guys, if your significant other would have went to one of your friends and asked to borrow some money, would your friend have let you know?
That's the question.
Mine would, especially you, my best friend.
Right. So I'm confused about that. That one right there got me because there's no way my husband can ask any of my friends, let alone my family member, for some money, and I don't know about it. Because first thing they're gonna do is call me up. What is going on over there? Y'all ain't got no money? Because we the ones that everybody call for money or some
Mm.
help. So they're gonna say, what happened? What you mean what happened? He borrowed some money. Nah, we're not doing that.
Where
No.
they live at? Do they live in a place like Las Vegas where it's a whole bunch of casinos? Do they live in a crack city where they can do drugs easy? Somebody's asking, do they have a gambling part problem or a drug problem?
We looking at this, we watching it just like you guys are. We have no clue. This is our first time watching it with you guys. That's why it's called a reaction video. But we don't know.
Yep.
Mm, mm, mm.
We're learning everything together. We're just now starting to take a deep dive into this story. We found it interesting.
Very.
How many speak says better tell me in advance. I know that's right.
Okay.
Because we're not gonna be friends. My husband out there borrowing money from you. We're not gonna be friends. Because then you're gonna make me wonder, how come my husband can come to you for some money? Hmm. That make me start side-eyeing my girlfriend. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what Darcy said.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what Darcy downtown said. Probably not. I would think they effing, period. Just how I would see it. And that's for real. All these people giving my mate some money and not telling me.
Yeah, $1,000 is not no small penny.
Okay. Look, Cynthia Poole said, let's keep going. We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, let's see
All
what
right, let's
happens
see.
next. Say less.
Would you stay married to somebody you don't know? Would you? I'm going to sue her. Yes. You are a thief and a liar and a criminal, and you need to be in jail. You need to be in jail. And I don't wish nothing but the worst for her. She needs to go to jail. She needs her ass beat, and she needs to go to jail. Came up to me from LA and said, hey, Bishop, I see that LaShondra is now at your church. Just know that she stole money from our church. in LA. Did she tell you that, Rashonda? I said no. She did not tell me that. The bishop in LA told the bishop in Baltimore that LaShondra took money from her church and to not have her give access to her money. So I go to Fresh Fire where we used to go to church. I go to Fresh Fire because we had our mental health awareness day. I'm supporting my friend. I go to the church. I talk to pastor after church to let him know what's going on. And he says to me, Ray, there has been 3 occasions where I had to talk to LaShondra about missing money. See, she didn't bet on me going back to Fresh Fire because she left Fresh Fire. Pastor said something to the effect of, she needs to stop this before she goes back to jail. Now I'm 3 margaritas in, so I had to take my shades off. I said, excuse me, back to jail. When LaShondra been in jail? For fraud? I believe with my whole heart that she sought me out, that she Googled me, that she found out who I was and what I was doing. And she inserted herself into my life. This was a whole scam. The whole marriage, everything. My hairdresser, I told her what's going on. She said, well, friend, back in 2017 when y'all first got together and you posted her, somebody reached out to me and said that LaShondra done ruined her life too. Had her file bankruptcy. Girl, I thought she was lying. So that's why I didn't tell you.
Oh, okay. Let y'all speak. I have no words.
I was over here talking and I was on mute. I'm glad. Ooh,
Mm. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say at this point.
one, she needs
I
to get
think
a
I
whole
would
new
be in jail right now.
first thing she need to get a whole new set of friends. There was too many people that person encountered for money and nobody said nothing. Everybody she knew that person went and got some money from and nobody mentioned it. There is something wrong with that.
So let me say this. You know how we have some girlfriends and we have some girlfriends. Have you ever had a girlfriend when you went and told them that their man was such and such and such a, and they stopped being friends with you? Have you ever had any girlfriends like that?
Yes.
You know, that could be one of the reasons why the girlfriends didn't really say anything because they didn't want to fight with their friend.
Yeah. But I would have been.
Me as a friend,
Hmm.
it don't matter if you don't like me or not. Let me tell you something. I
I
told
would.
my sister, I told my sister-in-law my brother was cheating on her. She did not believe me. She stayed married to him for 30 years. When she found out that he was cheating, she called me up. I said, when I told you years ago, you didn't want to listen. So what you want me to do now? You got mad at me. And I'm his sister. That's how close we were. I was really close with my sister-in-law. I looked at her like a sister, even though that was my blood brother. He was doing wrong. I told her. she got mad at me. So when it was time and she really found out and she wanted to come to me, I wasn't there for her. I was like, what you telling me for? Remember, I'm the same one that you got mad at and didn't talk to. So I'm not getting into it this time. And I left it at that. So do anybody have friends that will get mad if you tell them something about their man?
I lost my first cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I lost my first cousin. My first cousin, he's a boy. When we was growing up, it was me, him, and my other two cousins. We was together. See them, you see me. They thought we was all sisters and brothers. It wasn't when we was kids, when we were all grown. I told him a situation that was going on, and he didn't believe me. And then when he did find out, he wanted me to do something that was illegal. I'm like, dude, no, not if it happen. Bread and meat, my kids got to eat. And he discarded me. Like I was a piece of paper blowing in the wind. Didn't speak to him for over 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of
Yep.
people don't want to hear the truth. They
Mm-mm.
don't want to hear the truth. Some people could see it right in front of their eyes and don't want to believe it. So I learned my lesson with my sister-in-law. So now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as my friends, the ones that are like my real good friends, we've been friends since we were young. We had a talk. We tell each other everything. And I said, and I asked this question: if I seen your man with another woman and I came to you and told you, how would you react? And based off what they said, made me feel I can trust to tell you anything. And I told them the same thing. But I do have one friend, she don't want to hear nothing. Because her husband do no wrong. But she ain't never leaving him. So guess what?
Oh
You ain't
wow.
have to ever worry about me telling you anything.
That's a form of the manipulation, narcissistic tendencies coming from her husband. Yeah, no, I don't want to be done wrong.
I found it interesting when she said she felt like her wife sought her out
Right.
because of the things that she had going on, that she looked her up and sought her out. I thought that was something that
Yeah.
I've heard before.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, let me find her, like leech on to her,
Right off
and
of
try
social
to
media.
get her life. Yes.
Let me let her build me
But
up.
I felt like Lashandra start acting different. Lashandra used to be much bigger. I mean, Ray Chandra used to be much bigger than what she is now when she had the weight loss surgery. And I've seen, my perception was she just started acting different when she lost all that weight. But if she was sought out by Lashandra, it was when she was much heavier, much heavier.
Figured it the self esteem and probably, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see. There is another. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so let's see.
Found her. I inboxed her. I'm like, hey, here's my number. I'm pretty sure she didn't get it because we were not automatically friends, but I definitely did reach out multiple times. I said, hey, here's my number. Hey, Miss Lashandra's cheating on you. Can you please like inbox me back just to see if it's really, you know what I'm saying? So we can speak on it, whatever, this, that, and the third. But without even the cheating, Miss Lashandra has done some very questionable things to the apartment complex. That's why I'm on Miss Lashandra's side to the day I die. I don't care because I done dealt with Miss Lashandra firsthand. That lady, she, you know, the manipulative type. She's something different. And there's been on a thousands of occasions. Okay, so let me just drop a name real quick, or an address rather, because I don't really know the lady's name. 6105 apartment 8 in that building. That's who she was messing with.
Now
She
hold
had
on. Are you saying apartment A like Apple or the number
8.
eight?
8
Okay.
like great.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what she was messing with. My house was in the same building. Terrence lives across the street. He's done seen it. We had Desiree and Kiana. Everybody that lives out there, everybody knows. It's like a high school all over again. I'm pretty sure Miss Rashonda can even testify to that. It's like a high school. It's a whole bunch of nothing but young kids and some crackheads that walk around.
Okay, so that's one allegation was that Lashandra is cheating on Ray Shonda.
Hey horrors. So yesterday, after I did a whole recap on the whole Auntie Ray and Lashandra divorce, right? How Auntie Ray dropped all the receipts. Well, somebody, you can literally look to the top. Yesterday at 6:14 p.m., someone inboxed me spilling the tea. Now this is all alleged, but the receipts are receipting. Okay. So she said, "Hey, if possible, I would like to say anonymous for mom's sake. But this isn't the first time Sean has done this. Her and my mom were married back when I was in middle school going to high school. And allegedly, she stole money from my mom. Allegedly, she put a car in my mom's name and wasn't making payments on it. Allegedly, she moved out on us after she took my mom's money, allegedly, which caused us to get evicted from our home. I just wanted to spread awareness that this isn't the first time she has done this. And I'm happy that her ex-wife is speaking on it so it doesn't happen to anyone else." And she told me to dig a little deeper on Lashandra's Instagram page, and I did. As you can see, bitch, it says September 3rd, 2014, right? This is Lashandra's son, Devin, and then this is the girl who inboxed me last night. Now, I can't show y'all an updated picture of her, but me and my man confirmed that this is her. Like, she looks exactly like this. Exactly like this. I really wish I could show y'all. I'm gonna cover her name to the top, but I inboxed her and I was like, "Do you know any of them?" Yeah, this is my screensaver, period, because that'd be my mood every day. But anyway, she said that the pictures that I sent was not her mom in that photo, but she said that that is her in the black, red, and red dress next to Lashandra's son, Devin. So then, y'all, I asked her for a breakdown because I need to know what's going on. She said that her mom met Sean at an airport and everything was cool. Her and Devin moved in with her and her mom and her little brother, and they had a 3-bedroom townhouse in a really good neighborhood. But Sean wanted to move, so we got a smaller apartment. She got a truck in my mom's name, but allegedly was not making the payments on them, and my mom didn't know about it. The church that she stole from was a church that my mom had invited her to that we've been going to for a while. She said that Sean was a part of the praise dance team and got really into church. We weren't really church people like that, but she really wanted us to get back into it, back into going, so we were going again because of her. I remember one day my mom was saying that Sean moved out because she allegedly stole from her and allegedly was cheating on her. Then, y'all, she said after she left, the lights got cut off because she wasn't paying the bills. Then a week later, we got an eviction notice. My mom then found out she wasn't making payments on the truck, allegedly, so my mom had to file for bankruptcy because of loans and stuff she couldn't pay back. Then she said like a year later, she was trying to reconnect back with my mom, but she was ignoring her and blocked her. She DM'd me in 2018 trying to reach my mom because she wasn't answering her, asking me how my mom and brother were doing. Since then, she's been watching my Instagram stories and trying to reach out to my mom. And y'all, this is Lashandra's Instagram page. She sent me the receipt. That says back in 2018, like she said. Child. So then I just had to verify because y'all know that Auntie Ray said that her friend told her that back in the day when they first got married that a woman reached out to her and was like, "Hey, your friend new wife ruined my life, bitch, I had to file for bankruptcy." So I had to ask her and she said, "What?" My exact face, because what is going on? Then y'all, she said, now that I'm looking at the picture caption "We out here," which is this picture right here, she said that allegedly that the lady in this picture was the lady that Lashandra was allegedly cheating with when she was with her mama. Then, y'all, she also sent me the screenshot of Lashandra watching her story last night. And I even asked her, "Is this today?" And she said, "Yes, I posted this 18 hours ago." And she was like, she didn't even know that Lashandra followed her until she DM'd her back in 2018. And I'm glad that she kept the screenshot because this is receipts, okay? And y'all, in our original conversation yesterday evening, she told me where to look at and the date timestamp. And y'all, Lashandra still follows her. Okay? Don't tell me these receipts ain't receipting, bitch. Baby, y'all let me know what y'all think, but I believe her. I don't care. The receipts are receipting. The timeline is adding up. The screenshots are screenshotting. I just really wish that we had like some type of court document to pull it all together, but I believe her.
So in other words, she's a scammer. She just leech on to anybody that she think has money. That's what I get out of
Yeah.
it.
Look, we said we wasn't gonna form any opinions at the beginning, but it's not looking good for Lashandra at this point. It's not looking good for her. The allegations are allegating.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely a wild story. Like, it's I'm just looking sideways right now. Can you let who was it? I want them to see the picture of LaShondra. Who was it? I said we was gonna show the picture.
This is, can you see it?
The one that asked about the cheating
Can you
with
see
a
the
man.
pictures?
Who was that asked about cheating with a man? I think it was Raw Cut. Raw Truth. You still in the chat, Raw Truth?
Are you able to see the pictures of
Yeah,
the
we can see it.
Lashandra? Okay, yeah, this is Lashandra. A lot of people think this is her response. Let me see. I
So
don't
this
know.
morning I was sitting
Mm.
here preparing my heart and mind for service, and I was doing my meditation, going through my Bible, reading, and something keeps it just keeps on jumping out to me, and it's been jumping out to me for over a year. And now with everything that's going on in my life, I understand why it's jumping out. Matthew the sixth chapter. Matthew the sixth chapter. Let me read what it says about forgiveness in Matthew the sixth chapter. Matthew 6, verses 14 through 15 say this: For if you forgive others when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is a part of our daily walk, whether we love God or not. Harboring unforgiveness and grudges and bitterness can literally take you out physically. You may think that you're hurting the other person, but you're honestly, really, and truthfully hurting yourself. On this day last year, I wrote this down. I wrote this down on this day last year. I wrote this down 90 days ago. I wrote this down 6 months ago. I actually wrote this down about 60 days ago. And it keeps coming up in my spirit. It says, forgiveness is the very essence of our faith. It is the core of it. It is something all of us want to receive, but most of us hesitate to give. Jesus makes it clear, however, that we can have it without giving it. And that is where I am in my life right now. Forgiveness is key. I've always been a person that forgave because God has always forgiven me. I've always been a person that offered grace because God has given me grace and mercy. Forgiveness. How many of you can actually say that you're forgiving people today instead of walking around holding that on the inside of you? Forgiveness is the core of our emotional well being. And statistics show, and I've seen it with my own eyes, that unforgiving people are emotionally sick people. Their bitterness is a disease of the spirit, and it is inevitable that the unforgiving person will eventually experience physical illness as well. Forgiveness is key spiritually, it's key physically, it's key emotionally, it's key mentally. Unforgiveness and bitterness and holding grudges will drive you crazy. But we serve a God that says if we forgive, then we will be forgiven. The forgiveness is not for the other party, the forgiveness is for ourselves. I did a whole Bible study series on it earlier this year that, when people do things to you, you can forgive. Doesn't mean you have to be in relationship with them. You can change the rules of engagement, but you are to forgive because the Bible says that we should forgive. And if we don't forgive, nobody's going to hurt from that unforgiveness but you. I pray that each of you have a blessed Sunday and that you have an even more blessed week. Forgiveness is the core of who we are as a people. It's what God says that we should do. It's the thing that we need to do. Be blessed. So this morning I was sitting here preparing my heart and mind for service, and I was doing my meditation, going through my Bible, reading.
That was Lashandra's response. So she hasn't really addressed the allegations. She just pops out a Bible verse and is very nonchalant about it. That is Lashandra. So,
So raw
yep.
truth and uncut. Allegedly, she is cheating, but it's not with a man.
Yep. So today we've learned about holding secrets while married. Some of the secrets we've learned about not paying the bills, getting evicted. We've learned that one of the spouses was borrowing money from other people and still not paying the bills and not even paying the people that she borrowed the money from back. And there's just a whole lot of allegations being tossed around. One party is very loud about the situation and telling their story. One person is very nonchalant about it and throws a Bible verse about it. That's all I have. So, what did you guys want to leave any final remarks?
I just think the whole story is a mess with today's society. I just don't. I think everybody view. I don't know that just being on the internet and watching this the other story that's going on. I just it's just too much, and I think social media has really ruined a lot of marriages. And I think we need to get back to why we got married in the first place in order to make it through, because like I said, social media is something crazy with, because everybody want to run to social media. I wouldn't never run to social media and air out my husband. So I just I don't know what's going on. Is it they doing it so that the numbers can go up and they can get the money, or I don't know. I really don't, but I'm definitely going to stay with this story because I want to know how it ends. Robbie?
Woo, child. But this is one thing I want to say. What she's doing is wrong. Is just wrong. But we also have to stop playing victim. Um, Trust is earned, not given. You don't just meet somebody and hand them your wallet. 5 years, I don't care. You got to look at the patterns of how they move and what their goals and just different things. I would have never trusted someone who I had to co-sign for with that much of my life. That's just me personally. That's just me. Not saying she's wrong for doing so, but after going through what she has gone through in her life, I would have expected her to do diligence, be on never being homeless again, or never allowing someone to mess off or take her money again, you know. But like Rachel said when we was talking the other day, this my friend, she was telling me about it a little bit. She said that sometimes when women get into relationships, they become more emotionally twined, so one might get mad at the other and the other might get mad. But you know how we get mad and we do something to spite? When two women are in a relationship like that, regardless of if it's man, one's supposed to be the man and one's supposed to be the woman, they still have those feelings. So she was telling me that they still spite each other. So I don't know. It wasn't about her, but it was just saying in a relationship period.
So
So
it's
maybe that something happened in a relationship where she just decided to say forget her.
but what I don't get, I do get it. And forgiveness is for yourself. When you forgive somebody, it's for yourself. It's not for the other person. So the pastor was reading off forgiveness, but how many times do you feel that somebody should forgive you for doing the same exact thing to different women? How many times should someone forgive you? When it's going to be you saying, you know what, I'm doing wrong, I need to repent, and I need to change my life?
Hmm.
How can you preach to me when you out there scamming people?
I forgive, but I don't forget. And it doesn't matter who it happened with. It's a lesson that I learned that I do not forget. So I can forgive somebody for doing something, but I don't forget it. So I don't, you don't punish the next person for it. You learn how to control it and maintain it and watch it. Like I always say, maintain it, watch it, keep your feelings in check, but you keep your eyes on it. So I think I just feel like, again, it's not her fault that this person was a do dirty, but I just feel like after what happened to her before, she should have been, more entwined with her finances and where she lives. She's got 4 kids. So that in itself ain't nobody paying my bills. Give me the money. I'm gonna make sure me and my 4 kids got somewhere to stay, being that I was homeless before. So I just feel like, and I don't blame her. I blame whoever raised her because they didn't teach her that part. That's an important part that we have to be taught, either through something bad happening or through a lesson in from your parents or in life, I guess.
So you
Uh,
think it is a learned behavior?
No, I think it's an ignorance, not in the bad way. Meaning, I say that meaning they just don't know. You know what I mean? Because been there, done that. The reason why I'm saying, you just fall in love and you just give your trust away and you just assume that they're gonna take care of you like you want, like you're taking care of them. You know what I mean? You assume the person is going to love you and make sure you're okay, like you love them and make sure they're okay. Um, I was that way because I always was raised, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Um, Things happened to me multiple times because I always had that in my head. So it took me multiple times to bump my head before I said, oh, no, 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 not again. Never got to this point, but I was like, no, 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 not again. So I began to watch and pay attention and take specific things in my own hands. Like I said, develop my checkpoints to ensure that everything was okay on different things in life. But yeah, I can't blame her for it because she probably wasn't raised and didn't know. Well, well, let me take that back. After the first time, she should have knew. Well, I can't even say that because it was a
So
different circumstance. I don't know.
why can't you just be so happy that somebody wants you and
Right.
you're so in love and you don't see anything?
That's.
Have you ever been as growing up being young, when you
Mhm.
fall in love and you really in love, certain things you just don't see. You just don't see. So why couldn't it be that she fell in love? And we don't know in the beginning. She could have treated her so good that she had no reason to doubt her.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
really like we on the outside looking in and we trying to understand the story. And I'm just saying that she trusted her for a reason. You don't just give people trust. So
Mhm.
it was a reason for her trusting her to do everything that she said she would do. And I think it's again in the beginning. It's just
Mhm.
like that other story. I let you look at my phone in the beginning of our relationship. At this point, we've been together long enough to know that I'm not going to do anything. So I don't want you looking at my phone every night. So why can't you trust me enough because you looked through my phone for 6 years? Why
Yeah.
can't you trust me enough now that we at this 6 year point that you don't have to do that?
Right. But see, sis, in that it's like the it's like the well, if she had been checking, she would have seen. she probably wasn't checking and never checked, so that person was able to do it. In our other situation, that person just continued to check and never found anything, because that was like one of them opposite effects. I bet you that person was always checking her. I bet you her wife was always checking her because the wife was out doing something. Just like in the current situation, the wife was always checking the husband, probably because she was out doing something. Because 6 years consistent checking, that's ridiculous.
But that's what I'm saying. In the
Hmm.
beginning of the relationship with the two, maybe she was doing everything right.
Right. Yep.
So why, if you doing everything right, what would make me start checking you now if everything panned out up until now?
Right. That's
Like
why I
I
said
said,
she need
she
new
didn't
friends.
know anything until she would have never checked anything if she
Hmm.
did not get that eviction notice.
Right. If she never seen it, since that's why I said she needs some new friends. Because look, if my man or my if I was married to a woman and my woman was going to ask you and all my friends for some money, I would expect one of them to say, "Girl, uh, your woman or your man is asking me for some money. You okay? You need me to give you something?" I would expect for somebody to reach out to me if we're that close. But she had a whole circle, multiple people, and no one said nothing according to her. That is weird. I feel like that was one of the what's the girl name that went over to Cancun and everybody was plotting against her together
Mhm.
and she didn't make it. I feel like there's some of that stuff going on. It feels like something like that.
Because
That's
they really not her friends.
right. She need to stop
She
calling.
really
Yeah.
right. She need to stop. See, people use that word friend
Huh,
so loosely.
baby.
And I can tell you that I have two friends that I call BFF. One I met in middle school, the other one I met when I was 4 years old. We are friends. We can tell each other anything. If I need anything, I can go to them. If they need anything, they can come to me. Outside of that, I have girls that are friends that I may hang out with, but I don't drink. These are no people that I'm not going to go out and hang out and drink
Right.
because I got to make sure that I'm safe. Not that they will do anything, but that's just me. That's who I am
Mm,
as a person. I'm going to make sure you safe because I'm not going to do the drinking. So everybody keeps saying friends. You got to understand who the friends is. Like I said, my sister-in-law was my friend. Me and her no longer talk. And we had a good friendship. I mean, we had secrets that we can tell each other. I mean, real deep down secrets. But again, because I didn't want to accept the fact that my brother was cheating on her after I told her, and I didn't want to hear it because you didn't want to hear it when I was trying to tell it to you. So I didn't want to hear it. So we no longer friends. So now we're no longer sisters either. And I'm okay with it. If we see each other, we cordial because she still has my nieces. So if I see her in the street, I'll wave, she'll wave, and we keep it going. But you can't call these people your friend. My husband is my friend. My kids are my friends, but I'm still their mother. I don't look at them as my friend like, hey, they can talk to me any kind of way. Like, you know how these new parents are, they want to be friends. My kids can tell me anything. So that's what I'm saying is people need to stop saying they have friends because we're not friends.
yeah.
But
People don't know
Great,
the definition of
great
friend no more.
points.
Yeah.
this story is intriguing. That's all I can say. And
Oh yeah, we're coming back. We're gonna follow the
I,
story,
I
and
have
we're
to.
coming back with more updates in a couple of days. Let's see. let's see what happens over the next couple of days,
But
and
I'm not going to be
we'll be
on the
back.
story for 11 months. That's for sure.
Yeah, we don't do
Not
that.
at all.
None of that.
I'm not.
not,
I'm
not
not
at
going to be
all.
drained again. No,
Mm-mm, no, baby, no.
no. But yeah, we definitely need to, find out what really happened because I definitely want to hear the other
Where the
side.
money? Yeah, what
Yes.
happened to the
But I
money?
definitely want to know where the money is, and I believe the money that they said she was a cheater, so probably that's where the money went to. Because I
Wait,
didn't hear anything about gambling or smoking or anything like that. But how do you how do you steal from a church?
but wait. What if this is a what you a own a loss situation, and one ran to the internet first type of thing to get
That's
the.
why I said I'm not. That's why I said I'm not judging right away because Lashandra is doing. Ray Chandra is doing interviews and podcasts and every. She's
Right.
already out there being very loud. So that's why I said I'm not judging. It's two sides to every story.
Yes.
It's
I wanted
right
to
now it
know.
doesn't look good for Lashandra, but Ray Chandra Lashandra is being quiet, and it's Ray Chandra that's doing all the talking. So let's just
Wow.
follow the story. Yeah, let's just follow the story and see what happens. All right. So yeah, we're a little over, but I hope everyone gets into it and learn a little bit more about it. If not, we're gonna talk to you guys in a couple of more days, give you updates on what's going on. And we want to say thanks so much for joining. And it's just the facts.
And if you guys follow the story, maybe we can talk more because you guys will know more, so we can really get into it. So I appreciate you coming out and spending some time with us on this good old Wednesday night.
That's right. And on that note, we're signing out. Have a great day.
All right.